Hey everybody, how's it going? I'm Sethum and welcome back to another episode. This is the second episode here in Northrend, and I'm looking for quests to pick up. We have some quests, not too many, 3 out of 25 that we can actually kind of get. And basically we're going to start doing some quests here in Northrend, maybe a dungeon or two. I'm not sure exactly how many dungeons we can do or how many quests we can do. I'm basically not used to this particular section, to be honest. We do need to fight these dogs. Wow, these things get bigger and bigger and bigger every time we meet one of them. There we go. So we do need to fight these dudes, I guess, which is it makes sense, I guess. We gotta defend the outpost that we now have kind of gained here in Northrend. Hey, hello. We're being attacked from all sides here. It's 2 of 12, so I guess we can do that for a bit. And that should sort one of our quests. As you can see, everybody's just more or less kind of piling on top of each other, all doing the exact same thing. It's a bit of a madhouse at the moment, so might as well enjoy it while it lasts. I'm not even sure where everybody's going. You know, these NPCs just randomly charge at things. Nope, see, that was going to be mine. Try and tag some of these dudes. Nope, that didn't work very well. Okay, things are happening. Oh, hello. Part of a group now. Three of us. So I'm guessing we're basically all trying to do the same thing, but as you can see, these NPCs just charge randomly at other players. Okay, well, I've tagged that dude. Pick this guy up. Try and bring him here. Try and take him down. Try and get the dog, never mind. That's a bit horrible. You see people are leaving. I guess they must have completed the quest. Try and grab this dude. It is nice when people team up to do the same thing. I can see why. It's a madhouse. Honestly, it is a madhouse. Right, hello. Come back here. No, never mind. Try and get this dog right now.
I need to get closer.
Come here. There you go. 10, 12. Perfect. I'm done. Yes, I'm going to do some quests, and I think the other thing I want to do is I want to try a dungeon out. Now, we do have, and my apologies if I do mispronounce it, it's called, I believe, Utgarde Keep, which I don't really remember. I'm sure after I do one run of it, it'll all be familiar to me, but right now I'm not quite sure how to do it. There is apparently a quest here, and I don't know where it is. Ahaha. There you are.
What can I do for you?
Curse for being hit from the back, from behind. I mean, really not necessary, dude. You do have a nice beard, though. Now, this will take some time to level up to 80. I am not going to lie with you, folks. Or lie to you. Or lie with you. That sounds really wrong. But I'm not going to lie to you. It's going to take a long while to level up. It's just the way the cookie crumbles, if I'm honest. We've got all sorts going on here. I am going to be honest here and say I am really excited for this. This looks so cool. There's a lot of stuff I need to remember about the zone. There's stuff down here. Apparently, there's a kind of like a magnifying glass thing here that we might need to do, but I'm not sure what. It does make it difficult when there's too many people doing the same thing. So maybe this will be something we have to return to at some point. That's always a possibility. But I'm gonna just make sure that we're not leaving anything behind that would be important. I see. Okay. So this is what I'm guessing, the chilled meat quest. So we need to, basically it's a cooking quest. Which is good because we do need cooking recipes. That is going to be quite useful for us. I don't know. We didn't get it off that, so it does. There we go. Chilled meat. I was right. It might be one of those really rare drop quests. And of course, with the dogs here, or wolves, or whatever they are, it is very possible that it is a low drop rate type of quest. Now, I remember from when I first leveled up in Northrend that it took a while to get to level 80. So leveling up is going to be slow, and quests with low drop rates is probably going to be a thing. Got this dude right. Okay, never mind. Person disappeared. Alright. Let's have a looky here. Yeah, okay. So basically we have to kill creatures here in Northrend for chilled meat. Doesn't really say what, so just generally things. Animals that have a chance of dropping it. So that kind of tells me that this is one of those low drop rate quests. Cool. I cannot wait to get myself a proto drake. These things are freaking cool. Now, I'm not quite sure how you get the red one. I'm sure it's an achievement of sorts. Right now I'm trying to figure out where this dude's hitbox is. But I will be riding a protege, don't you worry. Well, I will also be having a nether ray eventually. But that is a reputation right now. I have a proto drake that I know I can get quite early, on the assumption, of course, that the creature I'm looking for spawns. That is a rare creature, and of course I will be covering that in a guide once we are of adequate level. Plus we need 5,000 gold, so that's going to be the other thing. We need to get 5,000 gold and another 1,000 gold for the dual spec. I do want the dual spec as well. This is Utgarde Keep. There is a dungeon. Okay. Nope, that's not what I want. Let's do this. Oh, wow, okay. I'm going to go in as DPS. I don't want to tank it right off the bat because I don't know or don't remember the dungeon as such. So I'm going to try and find a group for Utgarde Keep, and we'll do this. Alright, so we have the horde here. I'm just going to quickly have a peek inside, try and see if I can remember it. Okay, just the loading screen tells me which one it is. I can vaguely remember it, but I don't want to go off my memory. So what I'm going to do is we are going to find a group. We're going to try and do this one. This one, basically it's, let's just put it this way, the little loading screen image, that's a forge, and that specific zone is actually quite memorable and difficult to forget, really. So definitely going to find ourselves a group. And as always, I have forgotten to turn the sound off on my phone. My apologies there. So we're going to do Utgarde Keep. I'm going to go in as a DPS. I'm going to take the tank role. I'm kind of... I don't want to tank it. That's the whole thing. I don't want to tank it because I don't know the boss mechanics. I reckon after a run of Utgarde Keep I should be able to tank it. But this first round I'm going in as a DPS. Hopefully we get something nice out of it as well. There don't seem to be too many quests around here. There is a question mark that we can interact with, so I'll go and do that. Hopefully we don't get invited too soon into a group. I do want to try and get some quests, and especially that question mark that's just around the corner by the looks of it. And as you can see, there's actually a bit of a Viking feel to this particular zone. So definitely a nice touch. Just having a bit of a nosy here. Admiring the environment, so to speak. That's kind of cool though. There's a lot of stuff to actually look at. There's the quest giver right there. I shall talk to you. There you go. And you seem to have 2 quests that we need. That is fine. They're both for Utgarde Keep, by my guessing at least. Let's try and get ourselves in a group here. Might be the case that I have to start a group, and interestingly enough, I'm not seeing a lot of tanks. I'm guessing there's not a lot of people here that are confident in tanking it. That's what the problem is. I could join this group, and that means we just need a healer and a tank. Start my own group, that's the other option. But there is a good list of people that want to do this. So that is hopeful that we can get a group for it. And do you know what? As compared to what I was before when we first... I'll tell you, I'm going to go for a double roll. And hopefully I don't botch it up too much. Tell you what. Okay, we got a tank there. So I can definitely DPS there. I can probably help as a tank if needed. Be like a secondary tank. So that would definitely be a possibility. I'll send him a message, wait for it to see what happens. There's this. Oh, there we go. There's my invite. We are already in a group. So 1 tank, 2 DPSs. We need a healer. And another... never mind. Okay, I don't know what I'm sure what this is. There we go. Full group. Yay. Hey. Great keep. Here we come. Here we are at the summoning stone. We are going to start summoning people. Going to go in there. And I guess now I'm probably the only one doing the summoning here. Okay. Could do with a bit of help here. But, I see we lost somebody. Well, never mind. Alternately, if we need a healer, I could always go on to Sethum and heal on him. Should that be the case. So I do have 2 characters to play. I do have 2 classes, 2 specialties. So might as well let the whole group know if need be. And then DPSs should be easy to find. Everybody tends to be a DPS nowadays. So really all we need is a healer. I'll wait it out and give it a couple of minutes. If not, I might have to go on to Sethum and heal on him. Don't really see any healers. Oh, that's a full group that there. I was going to say that compared to when I first did this with the group finder, where you basically just listed yourself and it kind of filtered you into a group, this new system is a lot more convenient. I like the fact that there is a social element to it. You have to talk to people. and get yourself invited or talk to people before you invite them and stuff like that. So I do like this design or this format better than the one that was where you just listed yourself and the game automatically grouped you together based on the roles that you selected. It does seem like we're struggling to find a healer, so this kind of confirms that I mean, I had a suspicion back in Burning Crusade that once Northrend or Wrath of the Lich King was live, that tanks will be easier to find now with the Death Knights, but healers will become a rarity, which is why I went with the Paladin healer. It's going to be interesting to see how good the Paladin healer does in Wrath of the Lich King, to be honest. There are some changes that have taken place to the Paladin, and some skills that have been kind of reworked. So I definitely am curious to see. Oh, there we go. There we go. We have ourselves a healer. Never mind. I was just about to give up and kind of go on my Paladin. Oh, I guess it's summoning time. I mean, okay, we can see the guy with the skull above his head coming to help me with summoning, I'm assuming. Right, well, I'll go and help him. Never mind.
It's too far away.
I am also curious to see how much XP we get out of this run. So I'll be keeping my eyes on that as well. Normally in the past, well, in Outlands at least, when we did do a run, we did get decent XP from it. So it'll be interesting. We seem to have a Warlock, so that's kind of cool. There we go. Oh yes, I remember this so well. This is well cool. A nice little healing item there. It is only temporary, but it is good to have that, to be honest. So let's see. Let's see how my Death Knight does here. I reckon I'm going to be doing this run so many times, I'm going to know it off the back of my hand, to be honest. And I cannot wait to do the heroic version already. And I've just basically started out in Northrend, to be honest. There we go. Tell you what, the log's doing good.
I can't do that thing.
I mean, I am kind of going for a tank role here, but my damage isn't all that bad. And so I'm really looking forward to dual specking where I can actually do a proper DPS spec. I am running on what I intend to build as a tank spec, so you know, my DPS shouldn't be that off the scales, to be honest. But yeah, the Warlock is hitting pretty hard. It takes a while for the Warlock to build up his dots, but once he's got everything set up, they tend to do crazy damage. Might as well have some buff food here. Never mind. Everybody's already pulled. Or the tank has pulled at least. Everybody seems to be pretty balanced out here for damage.
I can't do that yet.
Alright, trying to get this guy that's been lost.
I need to target
There we go.
something first.
There we go. Two of these dudes. Oh, he's pulled them out of my death and decay, which sucks. Just means I end up losing damage here, so let's try and get this guy back on death and decay. Oh. He's down. This guy's down. We are getting decent XP from killing the NPCs, but as you can see, the XP bar isn't going up by too much. And this is the forge itself that I was on about. This is what you saw in the loading screen. Oh, I see. Okay. I will need to remember to do the quests. That is something I often forget to do. So that is going to be quite important. I need to remember to do the quests for the dungeons. I always end up forgetting about them. It's quite like, I suppose with Burning Crusade, it wasn't that important because there was plenty of XP to be had. But things are going to get really tight here in Northrend. And if it's anything like the way I remember it, where as you get towards the back end of leveling and you haven't got all that many things, it's really important to do all the quests. Basically, it's really well calculated so that you have to do everything or almost everything to fully level up. And if you're smart and you do most or almost every single quest in almost every single zone, when you get to say 79, you won't be going from region to region trying to pick off the last remaining quests just to level up. So definitely don't want to make that mistake. We want to try and get absolutely everything that there is to get. There is this right here that I want. Okay. I don't want to steal someone's quest that they're working on if they're working on it. Where's that guy going? Oh, right, these guys run off, do they?
I'm out of range.
Right, the tank has lost a bit of aggro there. That guy seems to have healed somehow. In an interesting way. So if they do run off, they do seem to heal. I'm trying to help tank here because it looks like the tank is struggling a bit. So I am trying to get some aggro off of him. Now I do have more HP than the tank himself. So I should have probably gone in as a tank. The only reason I didn't do it is, as I've said at the beginning of the video, I'm not really confident because I don't remember the dungeon itself and the bosses specifically, but also the trash as well. I don't know what we are up against, what I'm facing. Okay, well, I'm going to go for this one then. People have just walked past it, so, you know, if I can complete my quest a bit sooner, then that just means I don't have to worry about it. Okay, I vaguely remember this room. So I did volunteer my tanking services there just in case that is needed. So one thing that I can see the tank's doing a bit wrong is you should be facing this dragon away from the group. I mean, it's a dragon. Dragons tend to have fire breath, so maybe I should be at its butt. Poke it in the butt with my axe. We don't want to get the fiery end because that will hurt. And obviously we do have a healer, but the problem with the healer is If he has to heal the entire group, including me, then that pretty much takes attention away from the tank. And I don't really want to put the healer in a position where he has to choose who to heal, who to keep alive. Of course, the tank's going to be kept alive because the tank is, well, the important part of the group in the sense that... There we go, see, I told you. Okay, so he does seem to get us if we are on the side. I'm assuming that that's the dragon that got us. So maybe it's good to be behind this particular type of NPC.
I need to get closer.
Again, it's just he just seems to be... Yeah, okay, never mind. I mean, I'm not tanking. I'm glad I'm not tanking. I'm learning, and I'm not criticizing the tank by any means. I'm just trying to learn from what's going on. See, right there, tank's more or less gone, so I'm going to have to go into tank mode and get his attention. Right, come on. Come to me. Come to Papi. Let me teach you a lesson. Let me talk to you. Come to me. You too. Okay, back in blood mode. There we go. And make sure the healer has mana, because obviously without mana the healer can't do his thing. And we definitely don't want to be pulling whilst the healer is regenerating mana. See again, why? There we go. I had to do that because he's basically pointing everything into the group. And honestly, that shouldn't be the thing.
Ready yet?
He's pointing it right at the group. So basically, they're fighting a potential cannon with the cannon nozzle pointed at them. And if it hits them, it's going to hit all of them. Well, I kind of want to tank now because I can see the mistakes that are happening. And they shouldn't be. This is going to be interesting because there's 3 NPCs and a Drake. So might have to go tank here. I don't think our tank friend is going to be able to keep things interesting here. Well, keep things safe. I'm going to face this guy in an opposite direction. At least he's fighting me. And I'm sorry for doing this, buddy, but yep, that worked out brilliant. It's like, yeah. Okay, well, the Drake's down, so now it should be easy. See right there, I guess I put the healer in a bit of a difficult spot where you have to choose between the tank and me. And obviously, whilst I do have my importance here in the group, I'm not the most important. Tank is. So, bad choice on my part. But honestly, I'm glad nobody else died. Yeah, so obviously with these new dungeons here in Northrend, there is a lot of damage going on. Like, it really puts to shame even the heroic modes in Outland, to be honest. I am going basically tank now. And a bit more health and defense will definitely make a difference with all the damage that I'm taking. Ooh, getting close there. I could do with a heal right now. There is so much damage going on. Right, I'm more confident now.
I don't have a target.
There we go. That is one quest complete. I don't know where the tank's going, if I'm honest. I think I might as well ask before I actually do something and upset the group. So I might as well ask for permission to tank. If they say no, go stay DPS. DPS is what I'll do. But if I'm looking at what we currently have as a tank, I have more HP, probably more defense, or good enough defense anyways, to be able to probably take less damage or make it easier for... And there's no answer to that, which is a bit... I don't understand why. It was just simple yes or no question. The music's good, by the way. Alright, I'm going to wait for the tank to pull everything and then I'll drop my stuff down. Oh, hello. I'm being hurt. That is hurting. That is hurting. Ooh, bad, 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 bad. Okay, that'll do. Back up. Well, right now, so I'm not doing anything out of the ordinary. I'm just basically doing me. And as you can see, I've basically got more aggro than the tank has in frost form. So, I don't know. I feel like I should probably be tanking this, although I'm not confident because of the bosses.
It's too far away.
I'm not confident in my abilities to tank because I don't remember it as well, so that's another thing to point out. Not just the bosses. They do tend to have little quirks to them, like little quirky mechanics. I wish you'd tell me if you want me to tank or not. Like, honestly, not happy with the silent treatment. It's a boss, so maybe I should stay in tank mode just in case things go wrong. I can then take over, basically. At least that's my logic. Try and face this dude away from the group. Drop Death and Decay. Skellies are down. Bosses focused on me. Really not bad. Also looking at my health, making sure we are okay health-wise. Uh-oh. Oh, he's gone for the healer. I am frozen. There we go. I can actually go and help there. Never mind. Well, I did get a short relief from being hit, but it is what it is. It's not always perfect. And let's have a look at here. Cloth. Cloth. Okay, we're waiting. I reckon we're gonna pull everything, so that's fine.
I need to get closer. I need
There we go,
a target.
perfect. Okay, I can see something that I could mine. Oh, these guys are just normal dudes.
I don't have a
Not that complicated, that's fine.
I'm out of range.
There we go, we just pulled the entire group. So might as well start spamming some aggro moves here. Of course, I've already out aggro the tank. I am in tank mode, so that's kind of fine.
Something first.
Is that any good? Right, let's see if there are any miners here. Don't want to be stealing it off someone that wants it. I guess the answer is a no. That just means I get to do some mining. I spit on you. That is not very honorable of you, sir. Spitting is rude.
I need a target.
There we go. Try and get this dude to face away from the group. It's really annoying when tanks do that and forget to face enemies away from the group. Oh, hello. We have a couple of friends coming. Obviously, I'm not judging the person that's tanking this. I'm speaking from the perspective of being a healer, for example, and you know, when you do end up with things on top of you, it's not easy to keep the tank alive and dodge NPCs. And there are simple things that you can actually do. Like, for example, I suppose as a healer, you just move out the way and stuff. But as a tank, you should always be aware of it, I feel. And try and face things away, like bad things away from the group, generally speaking. Okay. They beat me to it. I was going to say take the casters out because the casters will hurt. They are not fun. And once again, just off my spells, I seem to be aggroing everything quite nicely. See, right there, I feel like you should have waited for the rest of the group. I feel like I want to start this bull. But I don't want to upset the tank, so let him do it. He doesn't seem to realize that I'm taking a lot of aggro off of him. Oh, that is getting mighty close there. Thank God for the healer. I mean, we do have a good healer, so I'm going to give it that. I mean, he's probably got his hands full. I wouldn't want to be in the healer's shoes right now. So, I mean, in all fairness, I can agree with the earlier comment that was made and say that there is indeed a lot of damage in this particular dungeon, or these dungeons. I mean, I'm going to make the assumption here and say that they all hit pretty hard now in dungeons, at least for the start of it. Yeah, they do tend to get easier at some point, but the gear basically that we had, which was decent in Outland, is now just barely getting us through. So this is good recipe to have here. Might as well pick it up if we get a chance. Hopefully we are lucky enough to actually get it. I would really appreciate it. Oh, I did get it. Yay. I'm gonna have a lot of work ahead of me. I'm just thinking now all the stuff that I need to level up. It's fun though. It's fun. I'm looking forward to it. I would like to do some streaming eventually at some point in the future and stream a bit of the Wrath of the Lich King. I don't know if that's going to happen, if that is feasible, but it would be a nice thing for me to do. There is another bit of ore here. It doesn't seem like anybody here in the group does mining, so I might as well pick up on it. This is the what is it, third boss? This guy is not fun. I think I remember him being quite difficult. I don't like this boss, and I'm pretty sure the healer might not like this as well. So here's to hoping that things go well. But yeah, this is definitely one of the more tougher bosses in this dungeon, as I remember it, at least.
See if you can muster the nerve to join my attack.
Uh-oh. Oh dear. Yeah. Oh, I'm up. Yep. Oh, I'm gonna have to take this one. I need to heal. I'm silenced or something. Oh, no, there's no chance of doing this. Oh dear. There is no chance that this is going to end well. Nope. Okay, well, right now I just don't want to... I almost don't want to even try. There's just me and the healer, and yeah. The healer's down, so there's not much that I can do now by myself. I mean, I am kind of holding up a bit, but not good enough. I mean, don't get me wrong, I'm a blood spec tank as well. But yeah. I don't know. I don't even know what to suggest. This might put a spanner in the works here because I don't know. I don't know what could have been done better. It was a bit chaotic. I think I might have to go DPS. Maybe if we had more damage, maybe that would work. Other than that, I really don't know how we could improve on this, but like you saw there, once the tank's down, things go wrong pretty quickly. Or maybe I go tank because I can probably take the damage a bit better and the tank try and DPS. Yeah, I don't know what could be done better there. I think, if I remember this dungeon, that would be the second to last boss, or the penultimate boss, basically. I think the last boss is in an outdoorsy area. If we can get through this, then the boss himself isn't all that difficult. I'm gonna go DPS with this. If I'm honest, I feel like maybe I should focus on DPSing down the boss. If we can get the caster done quickly enough and taken down, then it should be alright. The melee does hurt, but not so much, especially seeing as we well, there's 3 plate bearers, and so we should take reduced damage from it. But the caster hits like a truck. Tell you what, there is a very long walk to get back. No, I don't think it's that way. I don't know why you, bro, why are you going this way? I mean, why am I following you? No, see, I did out of curiosity. I wanted to see if you knew something, but I'm pretty sure there wasn't. I mean, it's all upstairs from here on. And already there's actually an improvement in the visuals as I look around at the environment compared to previous dungeons. You can see that the quality of the colors, the design is somewhat better. Oh, hello. We're getting one of those things. Actually, oh, I had that healthstone from the Warlock that I'd never used. Well, that kind of sucks. Should have known about it. Should have remembered about it. I forgot about it. I'm thinking I might have to use some of my like you get the ghoul out, get the horn that we have. Maybe that might help. There we go. Right, ready to go. I don't know how much the Guardian will do as a difference, but hopefully it will make a difference. Thing is though, here we have to nuke the spellcaster. We really have to nuke him because he hurts like a truck. He hits like a truck, hurts really badly. I mean, I can go tank. I see his logic in the sense of if there's 2 tanks, then that just means that if one goes down, the other one can take the aggro and keep the bosses focused on him. So I get where that's coming from. But I do think we need to nuke down the spellcaster, and I mean really hit him hard. Well, I guess that's what we were doing. Let's go.
See if you can muster the nerve to join my attack.
Okay, okay. Oh, see, I've already picked up all the aggro as is. That's fine. That is fine. So far, so good. At least the healer has to just kind of focus on me At the moment, I'm holding aggro and taking both of these guys hits, so it's fine. Try and face them away from the group. The melee dude does drop aggro from time to time, but then re-aggro's onto the tank. It's just something he does. Alright, cool. That worked like a charm. And for the most of it, I did the aggroing here. I did the tanking.
I need to get closer.
Oh, okay. He just basically going into trying to re-aggro him. He's just basically going from one to another, so we're just gonna have to chase him about, hitting him. He's already taken down a player. Come on, focus. Yeah, he's just going from one player to another. There we go. Just loses aggro so quickly.
Warrior's death.
Well, that was hairy. We did have a wipe there, and I guess that kind of confirms my suspicion before we got into the boss's difficulty, really. Okay, I guess we continue on, and we continue going up. How big is this building, really? Just being nosy now, having a look around. I don't know what's going on, if I'm staying tank, if I'm going DPS. I wish people would communicate. It would have been really nice. There we go. See, again, I seem to be taking most of the aggro.
That spell isn't ready yet.
Interestingly enough, as I'm looking at the group, the 3 Death Knights that are in basically the fight, so to speak, seem to take a lot of damage. So there must be AoE style damage. Don't think there's anything that way, buds. Honestly, I don't know why we're going there. It's just a balcony. There's nothing special there. Savage Warg. Alright, so they're kind of split up here. Now, whilst I'm doing this, by the way, as this is the first run, I am basically also learning the positioning of the NPCs. So I did have to use Strangulate on the caster to get the caster to come to me. As long as they're doing melee things, it doesn't really hurt us that much. There we go.
It's too
Tell you what, the Warlock's doing really good damage. Trying to get this guy to come to me as well. Okay. So I think this is the path to the final boss. Yeah. So there's like a little, almost like arena-like thing. So I'm just going to go in and more or less drop my death and decay. Hopefully time it right, because it's kind of annoying that we're 2 tanks in here. It's almost like a little bit of an argument between who's doing what. Should really go to DPS, but then the issue is, as far as I've seen, the so-called tank is a bit struggling. So I seem to do better with keeping aggro, taking less damage, self-healing, stuff like that. drop this. Right, this guy's got a dragon. He seems to be focused on me, so I'm going to face him around. Oh, this is annoying. Right, there we go. That's it. Look at me. I just did that because I suspect that he's going to have a flame breath or something, a fire breath or something, and he's just going to hit everybody. And really don't want that to happen.
I can't do that yet.
There we go. That shadow bolt is lethal. Well, thought for a second there that we lost a dog. Possibly did. No, we didn't. No, there's 2 dogs here. That's fine. That is fine. So normally when I cast Blood Boil, the aim of Blood Boil is basically to aggro multiple targets and keep their attention on me. But right here, like this last section, I more or less tanked it and managed to keep and hold aggro, to be honest. So it's not bad. I should have probably come in here as tank. I'm a bit more confident now in doing this as a tank. I know what I need to do. I know what the dungeon looks like. I know what the NPCs in this dungeon are like and how to tank them. And it's just this final boss here. Don't really remember the mechanics here, if I'm honest, but I remember the visual image of this boss and the arena. So looking at the XP that I've gained, as you can see, barely gained anything really. Just 2 little bars or bubbles as people, well, 1.5. I don't know what this guy's doing. I wish he'd be moving. Okay, he was tapping a strategy. So basically, he has 2 phases, as I understand it from what he's written there. He dies and then gets revived. When he dies in his first phase, or after his first phase, hide behind the pillars. So that just means he's doing a lot of damage. Okay, let's get things ready. And here we go. There we go, I can kind of heal myself. Oh. Okay, right, so he has a front attack, so might as well face him away from the group. I mean, they could have gone behind him, but again, going back to what I was saying, I'm going to be a smart tank here and face him away from the group. And everybody attacking from behind. There we go. So that works better. So basically, tank stays in front. Face him away from the group, tank him next to the pillars, especially since we have melees. Oh, okay, I'm hiding behind here. My ghoul isn't. No, oh, there he is. No, he's just being curious there. He's probably going to get hurt. Ah, I see. I see.
Your pathetic failure will serve as a warning to all. You are damned. Arise and carry out the Master's will.
I return! A second chance to carve your skull!
Okay. Try and aggro this dude, face him away. I don't know what abilities he has. I'm guessing he probably hits hard, so I also need to bear my health in mind. Ooh. That really does hurt. Thank God we have a healer there. And I also have my own little heal, so I can kind of spare the healer some agony. Do not face him that way, dude. Don't aggro him that way. That is, the axe tank is down, as is another Death Knight. Oh, I'm going to need to get some health here. I could really do with some health. There we go. Sweet.
Better, I guess.
Okay. Tell you what, I'm going to need on that. Because it's a nice axe. And it will be useful. I wish I could help with the resurrecting, the reviving. Sadly, I can't do it. I'm a tank. I'm a death knight. Not a pally. Let's learn these. A few new recipes to add to our book of recipes. Cooking is good. Good, good, good. Ooh, I got the axe. That is a pretty axe. Well, that is pretty much it for this video, folks. We have managed to get through it. It was a nice experience. I think I'm going to do this run again. And this time around, I'm going to give it a go as a tank. But before I do that, I need to go back to the Death Knight City and basically put a rune on my axe. So that's kind of the plan. I just need to figure out how to get out of here. I'm just going to follow everybody. I'm guessing they will remember the path. Me, not so much. But I'm glad we did this. This was fun. I enjoyed it. The challenge was nice. Ah, I see now. I remember now. Well, that's pretty much it. We just jump down into the water and pray we don't die. But yeah, thank you all for joining me in this episode. I really do hope that you have enjoyed it. And until next time, stay safe, folks.